Okay, so grab your blocks and come onto your back. All right, so you're on your back. And let's start in just an early Shavasana. So however you want to, whatever that means for you, it could be legs straight, could mean feet planted, could mean like a Supta Baddha, feet together, knees wide, hands relaxing next to you or perhaps somewhere on your body. You might close your eyes. Probably wasn't too long ago that you were in this exact shape, right? And so see if you can relax a little bit more. And try to soften your jaw. Take a big inhale through your nose, all the way up and in. And exhale, let it go. One more big deep breath all the way in. And exhale, let it out. Plant your feet on the floor. So just drag your heels onto the floor. And then hug your knees into your chest. You can rock a little bit side to side. And then plant the left foot and straighten the right leg. And you'll interlace your hands behind most likely the right thigh, or maybe if you're a little bit open, you might take your hands behind the calf. So it's a hamstring stretch. And we're going to do quite a bit of hamstring opening today. So let's keep this as gentle as possible. Hamstring injuries are one of the most common in yoga because of overstretching. So we don't want to do that today. We never want to take the stretch to our edge, only where it's still comfortable. Flex the foot, the right foot, so point the right toes towards the back of the mat and push the right heel up towards the ceiling. So that'll help increase the stretch without needing to pull on the leg. And just keep the shoulders heavy so you're kind of just using the weight of your arms. You can either keep the left foot planted or straighten the left leg forwards for a little bit more. So notice how your legs are in this L shape. We're going to be making this shape a number of times throughout class. So when I say L shape, just think of this, feet flex. So let's flex the left foot as well. Left toes point straight up to the ceiling. And then keeping your legs in this L shape, release your hands, but take your hands behind your head. So just supporting the neck, not tugging on it. Take a breath in, pull the belly button down towards the spine, and then breath out, hover the left leg 1 inch off the floor. Good, take a breath in, and breath out, switch the leg. So left leg goes up, right leg hovers. Inhale, exhale to switch. Good, inhale, exhale, we switch. Try to keep the belly button down, take a breath in, exhale, inhale, exhale to switch. Good, inhale, exhale, switch, inhale, exhale, switch. Let's do 2 more, take a breath in, exhale, right leg, last one, inhale, exhale, left leg, let the right leg come down, interlace your hands behind the left thigh, and let your head relax on the floor. So you could drag the sole of the right foot on the mat if you did that on the first side, or you could keep the right leg straight. And then flex the left foot. So left heel pushes up, and the left heel toes reach towards the back of your mat. And then the right foot is flexed as well, so right toes point straight up. We're in this L shape. Some of you remember if you were in my class at the beginning of March, so not even a month ago, this was the sequence that we did, so this might be familiar to you. So just gently using the weight of your arms to find some length along the back of the left leg. All right, leave the left leg where it is. Interlace your hands behind the head. So gently lifting your head, just hands are a nice support for the neck rather than pulling it. Take a breath in. And breath out, hover the right leg. Good, take an inhale. This time, exhale, lower the left leg to hover. So both legs are hovering. Take a breath in. Breath out, right leg lifts. Good, inhale. Exhale, right leg lowers. Inhale. Exhale, left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, left leg lowers. Good, inhale. Right leg. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower it. Inhale. Left leg, exhale. Inhale. Lower the left leg. Inhale. Right leg lifts. Good, inhale. Right leg lowers. We'll do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, left leg. Good, inhale. Exhale, hover. Inhale. Right leg is the exhale. Good, take a breath in at the top. Exhale, lower to hover. Pause here, take a breath in. And breath out, lower all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rocking a little side to side. Straighten the left leg forwards, hug the right knee in. Shift your hips an inch to the right and then cross the right knee over the body. So we're taking a twist. Left arm opens to a cactus shape or a T shape. Just a little twist to restore the spine. Then come back to center, we'll switch sides. So left knee goes in, right leg straightens, and then cross the left knee over the right, letting your left arm open. And then come back to center. Hug the knees in. You can start rocking and rolling up and down your mat if it feels good on the spine. You might do that a few times. Eventually rocking up to a seat and coming back to your tabletop. And here's where you want to press play on the playlist if you're listening along with me. We'll start moving through cat-cow. Following your breath, inhaling to open, exhaling to round for cat pose. Go ahead and move on your own, starting to bring some rhythm into your breath. This playlist starts pretty quickly. So just thinking about waking up the body here. You might add on anything that would feel good in this moment. I'm just getting out of bed, so I'm starting to move and breathe a little bit deeper. It doesn't have to look like a traditional cat-cow. And then as you're ready, you'll come to down dog, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up and back. You might pedal the heels, sway the hips, do whatever it is that you like to do to get comfortable in your first down dog. And just noticing how your body feels this morning. So what's a little bit tight? What feels good? What's some information that you can gather that will help you approach the rest of your practice a little bit better? Reach the right leg up and back on your inhale, and then keep the hip closed. So turn the right toes down towards the floor, and then push the right heel up. So we're making that L shape in the legs. Take another breath in, and breath out. Slowly step the right foot forwards between your hands. Tap the left knee down. Inhale, arms rise for a low lunge. On your exhale, sweep your hands back, airplane your arms, reach the chest forwards. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge, hands to the floor, lift the left knee. Inhale, step forwards on your exhale. Interlace your fingers, so all 4 fingers, maybe the thumbs, and then flip it to the palms face the floor. You're going to bend your knees, push the interlace out, forwards and up, stand all the way up on your inhale, and then exhale, release the interlace, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Flat back as your inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, runner's lunge, hands frame the right foot. Plank pose, exhale, step the right foot back. Take an inhale. Downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back on your exhale. Left leg lift, sweep it straight up and back. Keep the left toes pointing straight down, so close that left hip. Flexing the foot, take an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forwards between your hands. Right knee taps. Inhale, arms rise, low lunge. Exhale, sweep your hands back, reach the heart forwards. Runner's lunge, inhale, lift the right knee. Forward fold as your exhale, step forwards. Find that interlace of your hands and then flip it to the palms face the floor. Bend your knees, push the palms out, forwards and up. Stand up, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale, and release. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold. Flat back, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, runner's lunge, inhale. Plank pose as your exhale, push your hands and step back. Take a breath in. Breath out, hips up and back, downward dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step forwards, exhale. Left knee taps down, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sweep your hands back, airplane the arms. This time, stay here. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, step forwards, forward fold. Interlace the hands. Bend the knees, push your hands out, forwards and up, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, and release to your sides. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up. Squeeze the legs together, lift the heels. So come onto the balls of the feet. Good. On your exhale, slowly, hands come to heart center. See if you can keep the heels lifted as you slowly dive your way down. Important to keep the belly engaged, so pull the low belly in. For flat back, you tap the heels down. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Plank pose. Push your hands, step the right foot down. Take a breath in here. This time, breath out, we lower all the way down to the belly. Drag your fingertips back just a couple of inches and then hug the elbows in tight. Baby cobra 3 times. Inhale, we lift the heart. Exhale, we lower. Again, little back bend, heart forwards, elbows in. Try to get lighter in the wrists. And then exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale, reach the heart forwards, let the upper back muscles lift you up, bringing the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, release, tuck your toes, lift the knees, take a breath in. Breath out, push the plank pose, and then downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, make that L, left toe straight down. And then exhale, left foot steps through. Right knee taps, untuck the toes, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, airplane the arms, lean forwards, heart forwards. Right knee lifts, inhale. Step forwards, forward fold, exhale. Clasp the hands, push out, forwards and up, stand up. And then hands come to heart center and release down to your sides. Inhale, as you sweep the arms up, lift the heels. So take the big toes together, squeeze the legs together, lift the heels, and then think of folding at the waist. Hands come to heart center as you slowly lower. It'll take a little bit longer than usual. Think of lifting with a low belly. For flat back, the heels tap down, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot steps back, runner's lunge to plank pose, left foot steps. Inhale, shift just an inch forwards, and then resisting the floor, exhale, lower all the way down. Fingertips back just a little bit. Baby cobra, inhale, lift the heart up, shoulders roll up, back and down. This time, hover the hands just an inch. Exhale, let it go. Two more, inhale, little back bend. Hover the hands, reach the heart forwards. And exhale, release it. Last one, inhale, think of getting longer, heart forwards, toes go back. Bring the shoulder blades together, feel that upper back. And then exhale, lower it down. Keep the upper back engaged as you tuck the toes, lift the knees, and then push your hands down, plank pose to downward facing. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step it through. This time, high lunge, left knee stays up as you rise, breath in. Breath out, sweep your hands back, cover the chest. Chair pose, left foot steps, arms rise, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Interlace the hands, push out forwards and up, inhale. Stand up, lift the heels right away. Exhale, hands to heart center, you'll slowly fold all the way down. If the floor feels far away, once you fold, you might grab a block under your hands. For flat back, your heels tap down, inhale, heart forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, inhale. Plank pose, right foot steps back. Shift an inch forwards, breath in. Resist the floor, chaturanga, lower halfway. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Left leg straight up and back, keep the hip closed. Step it forwards, exhale. High lunge, arms rise. Sweep your hands back, reach the heart forwards. Chair pose, step right forwards, bend the knees. Forward fold. Clasp the hands, push it out, forwards and up. Lift the heels, stand up, heels lifted. Slowly, hands come through heart center as you hinge at the waist. Think of pulling the low belly back and up as you fold. Heels come down, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back, runner's lunge. Plank pose. Left foot meets the right. Shift forwards, inhale, firm up the belly. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing, hips up and back. One more, right leg lifts, inhale. Right foot steps forwards, exhale. High lunge, inhale. Airplane pose, full airplane. Sweep your hands back, take off on the right leg. Left leg lifts, left toes point straight down, so turn the left hip down, we're making that L shape. Chair pose, left foot steps, arms rise. Lift the heels. Hands to heart center, stand all the way up. Keeping the heels lifted if you can. Take a breath in at the top, and breath out, fold forwards. So thinking lifting up and over the hips to hinge, squeezing the legs together. Heels tap, flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, either step or hop back right to chaturanga. Your inhale is upward facing. Your exhale is downward facing. Last one, left leg lifts, inhale. Left foot steps forwards, exhale. High lunge, inhale. Airplane pose, exhale, sweep your hands back, take off. Keep the right hip closed, right toes point down. Right foot steps forwards, chair pose, breath in. Breath out, hands to heart, lift the heels. Stand up, inhale slowly, straighten the legs. And then slowly, last time we do this, hinge at the waist. You fold forwards. Heels tap, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, find your way to chaturanga. Upward facing, little back bend, reach the heart forwards. Downward facing, hips up and back. So we're gonna run through a few sunnays. For the rest of the song, it's about 2 minutes. If you'd rather take a free flow, do your thing. We've got about 2 minutes. So sunnays, free flow, or of course, child's pose is an option. I'll cue you through sunnays unless you're doing your own thing. Heels lift, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forwards. Get your feet to your hands, hopping or stepping. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Flat back, inhale, heart forwards. Exhale, palms plant, find your way to chaturanga. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Heels lift, inhale. Bend your knees, look where you're going. Get your feet to your hands, step or hop. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stand up, arms rise, sweep up. All the way back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale is chaturanga, plant your palms, step or hop. Up dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, push back. Feet to hands, hopping or stepping. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Stand up, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Chaturanga. Up dog. And downward dog. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. We'll tap the knees down. Come into child's pose just for a moment. Let your hips sink back. And then crawl your hands to the right. So take side child's pose. And reach a little bit longer through your left fingertips. And come back to center. And we'll take child's pose to the left. So reach through the right fingertips. Walk them all the way to the left side of the mat. They might even come onto the floor. We'll come back to center. Grab some water or coffee or tea if you haven't yet. And then we'll come back to downward dog, moving forwards into our next sequence. All right, from your downward dog, left leg lifts. Lift the left leg up. Now take a look at your toes. Make sure they're pointing straight down to the floor. Push your hips back a little bit more if you can. And let's take a few ankle circles with that left foot. So circle the ankle around a couple times. And flexing and pointing. And then inhale right here. Shift forwards to a one-legged plank on your exhale. So shoulders over your wrists, left toes continue to point straight down. Take a breath in. On your breath out, left toes tap right knee into your chest. So we're switching. Hold the right knee in a little bit more, use your core, and then step the right foot forwards. Tap the left knee down. You might grab blocks under your hands or tend your fingers. Take a breath in. Breath out, shift your hips back, half split. Bend the right knee, inhale. And exhale to lengthen. Right knee can still be a little bit bent. One more inhale. And exhale. So again, one of the many hamstring stretches we're doing. We try not to take it too far. Bend back into the right knee, and then find that same interlace with your hands that we've been doing, and then push it out forwards and up, come up to a low lunge. Push the clasp of your hands up towards the ceiling. It's okay to lift up the shoulders here, and we're not back bending today, we're lifting up high, so almost getting a stretch on the side body because we're lifting so high. Take a breath in, breath out, release your hands to the floor. Take a look back at your left foot. I want you to make sure all 5 toes are pointing straight back and that left heel isn't sliding in or it isn't sliding out. The left heel is pointing straight up to the ceiling. And then crawl your hands back forwards, hands frame the right foot. Push into your hands and push into the top of the left foot to lift the left knee. So we're in a pointed toe lunge. Lifting the left knee, firm up that left thigh, squeeze the left leg, and you might crawl your hands up on the right thigh, maybe. If it feels crappy, you take your hands back down. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee comes down, tuck the toes, step forwards, forward fold. Take your right hand to your right hip, and then grab a hold of the left shin with your left hand. Through a flat back, stand up, hug the left leg into your chest. Good, so we're on our right foot, left knee is in. On your inhale, reach your arms up, kick the left leg forwards. Airplane pose, like a lever, you're sweeping the left leg back, pushing your palms up, and you're making that L with the leg. So turn the left hip down, turn the left toes down. Step the left foot all the way back, left arm circles up and open, warrior 2. First warrior 2, fix your leggings. Bend into the right knee. And try to take up space here, so really reach the arms apart, energize those fingers, straighten the arms. Reverse it and straighten the right leg as you go up and back, lift. Triangle pose, open the arms, you might heel toe the back foot closer. On your inhale, you lean the right arm forwards, left hip goes back, right hand to your ankle or to a block, left arm straight up. Try to reach the top of your head to the front of the mat, lengthening your spine out from your hips. Swing your left arm over your ear, and then on your exhale, you'll turn your hands to the floor, straddle forward fold, right toes turn in, and you might widen your feet. So folding forwards in your straddle. You might nod your head, yes, no. Take a flat back, inhale, lift halfway so heart reaches forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Crawl your hands back forwards to runner's lunge. Hands frame the right foot and press them into the floor. So get your wrists down, get your fingertips down. Take an inhale. On your exhale, push your hands down, lift your hips, think cat pose, tuck your chin to your chest, and then lift the right foot off the mat for knee to nose. Scooping the right knee up and in. Good, send the right leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, option for chaturanga, or you skip it, and you come right to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up and back, right leg. Let's circle the ankle around a few times. And then point and flex the foot, so just opening up the right ankle. Take a breath in. One-legged plank, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Inhale here. Exhale, you switch. Right toes tap, left knee pulls into your chest. And then step the left foot forwards. Tap the right knee down, grab blocks or tighten your fingers. Take an inhale, look forwards. 3 times, we'll shift back to a half split. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale to lengthen. One more, move forwards, inhale. And send it back on your exhale. Bend the left knee. If you're using blocks, set them aside. Make the clasp of your hands, push it out, forwards, and up, lift yourself up. Think of pushing the right hip forwards a little bit more. Lift the arms up higher, push your palms up towards the ceiling, inhale. And exhale, hands to the floor. So you want to look back at the right foot. Make sure all 5 toes are straight back and heel is pointing straight up to the ceiling. Once you feel comfortable with that, take your hands back to frame the left foot. Push your hands down, push into the right foot, top of the right foot, lift the right knee, pointed toe lunge. Really important here, strengthen the right thigh. So really squeeze the, those quadriceps. You might crawl your hands up on the left thigh. If it feels really bad on the ankle, you'll take your hands right back down. One more inhale where you are. Exhale, tap the right knee down, tuck the toes, step forwards. Take your left hand to your left hip, right hand on the right shin. Through a flat back, you stand up, bending the right knee and taking it up with you. So we're on the left foot, right knee is in. Inhale, kick the right leg forwards, arms rise. Exhale, sweep the right leg back. Try to keep it straight, airplane pose. Push the hands up towards the ceiling. Make that L, so right toes turn down. Step the right foot all the way back. Right arm spins up and open warrior 2. A little bit deeper in that left knee. Splitting the arms apart. Reverse it, straighten the left leg as you go up and back. And then triangle pose. To set it up, you come to your T-arms. Right foot might step in a little bit closer. On your inhale, you lean forwards, reach with the left arm, right hip goes back, and then left hand down to your ankle or to a block on the highest height. Right arm straight up. And then you lean back a little bit. Lean the top of your head back, the back of your head back. Right arm over your ear, inhale. Exhale, swing your hands to the floor, turn the left toes in, straddle forward fold, and you might widen your legs if that's more comfortable. Just fold here for a minute. Flat back, inhale, heart forwards. Exhale, crawl your hands to the front of the mat. Now I want your hands flat here. Flat on the floor. Yeah, they could be on blocks as well. Wrists are down. Now this is kind of the same action as the pointed toe lunge. You'll push into your hands, find cat pose in the spine, round, lifting the low belly, and then the left knee hugs up into your chest. Good, sweep it up and back, inhale. Again, option for chaturanga, or you skip it and you tap the left toes down for downward facing dog. Lift that left leg back up. Take a breath in. Breath out, shift forwards, one-legged plank. Inhale here. Exhale, we switch. Left toes tap, right knee into your chest, and then step it through. Now, we all want our blocks for this piece, so take your hands on, or grab your blocks or your stack of books or whatever you're using, and frame the right foot. And then you're going to turn your hands, your fingertips to face the back of the room. So place your hands on the blocks, fingertips to the back of the room. Now this is going to be more about the wrist stretch than the hamstring stretch, so just keep that in mind. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, start to shift the hips back, lengthening the right leg. It probably won't go as far because I want you to think more about opening up the wrist here. 2 more times, bend the right knee and send it back. Inhale. And last time, exhale. Tap the left knee down, untuck the toes, make the clasp, push out, forwards and up, sweep up, lift, lean forwards. You might find the pointed toe lunge, push the left foot down, top of the left foot down, lift the left knee. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, left knee taps down, hands to the floor, step forwards, forward fold. This time you either take your left hand to the left shin or you take your peace fingers around the left toe, right hand to right hip, through a flat back, you stand up, holding on to what you've got. So you either stand up with the left leg or you're holding the left knee. Both arms up, kick the left leg forwards, inhale. Exhale, sweep it back, airplane pose. Good, this time, think of lifting the fronts of your shoulders away from the floor. Left toes point straight down, so the L in the legs. Both arms go forwards, warrior three. So we're turning it into warrior three just by changing the arms. Left toe steps back, warrior two, open up. Did we all make it? Yes, good. Reverse it, right leg straightens, inhale. Triangle pose is your exhale. Left hip back. Right side of the waist lengthens. Left arm over your ear, inhale. Right arm under the ear. Good, inhale right here. Exhale, swim your hands to your straddle, turn the right toes in. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to your hips. Through a flat back, you stand all the way up, hinge at the waist. Right toes forwards, back to your warrior two. Reverse it, inhale, go up and back. Side angle pose this time, right elbow to right thigh, and left arm long over your ear. And then think of leaning the chest back, spin your pinky towards the floor. Pinky towards the floor, left arm spins up. So you're finding a lift through the left chest. Reverse it, inhale, go up and back. And exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Pause in a runner's lunge. Hands flat on the floor or on blocks, take an inhale. Same thing, exhale, push into the floor, knee into your nose. Right leg goes up and back, inhale. Again, option for chaturanga, or you step the right toes down, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg back up, inhale. Shift forwards, one-legged plank. Take a breath in. Breath out, we switch, right toes down, left knee in, and then step the left foot forwards. So same exact thing, grab your blocks, they frame the left foot, and then turn your fingertips to the back of the room. Try to keep your hands flat, try to resist the thumb popping up here. Take a breath in, shift back on your breath out, straighten the left leg any amount. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale, lengthen it back, getting into the wrists. 1 more. And lengthen. Good, bend the left knee, tap the right knee down and tuck the toes. Make the clasp of your hands, push out, forwards and up. As you lift, maybe you find a pointed toe lunge, lift the right knee. Lift the arms up higher wherever you are. Push the palms straight up. Take a breath in. Breath out, hands to the floor, right knee down. Step forwards, forward fold. Left hand to left hip. Right hand either to the right shin, or again, you yogi toe lock with the peace fingers around the right big toe. So you're standing up with the right leg through a flat back. Stand all the way up. Release what you've got. Kick the right leg forwards, inhale. Airplane, right leg goes back, sweep the hands back, reach the heart forwards. Turn the right hip down, right toes down. And we turn it into a warrior three just by sending the arms forward. So we get longer, reach through the arms, take a breath in. Warrior two, big step back, right arm circles open. Reverse it, straighten the left leg, inhale. Triangle pose is your exhale. Right arm over your ear. Left arm under your ear. Inhale. Exhale, turn your hands to the right. Left toes in for your straddle. Fold forwards. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Take both hands to your hips. Hinge at the waist, stand all the way up. And then open back up to warrior two, so left knee bends. Arms split open. Reverse, inhale. Side angle, exhale, left elbow, left thigh, right arm circles over the ear. Pinky spins down towards the floor, thumb spins up. So you're wrapping your bicep towards your ear. Reverse it, inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor, hands frame the left foot. We're in a runner's lunge, so grab your blocks or hands on the floor. Last time we do this, push into your hands, take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, pull the left knee or the left foot off the floor, left knee into your chest. Down dog split, left leg goes up and back. Option for chaturanga, or you skip it, you come to downward facing. And we'll take a break, finding your child's pose, or you could come to a seat. Whatever restful pose feels really good right here. And then I will show you what we're going to do next. So you can go ahead and look up on the screen. A lot of it will feel familiar. So we'll do a few things and then we will wind up getting ready for a pointed toe lunge. So I'll show you option one. This is the most challenging option. Do the same thing, make the clasp, reach the arms up. Maybe you do the pointed toe. Now obviously there's a lot of stretch happening in this left ankle, but there's two other things happening. The number one thing is this thigh, this quad is really tight and strong, and it's really holding most of my weight right here. And it's also this leg. So this leg, this right heel is pushing into the floor and lifting. I'm really pushing pretty strong with this right ankle, or this right heel, this right foot. So it's this thigh, so it's the whole leg. It's pushing into the right heel, it's the glute, it's the hamstring, it's the thigh. So there's a lot of leg work going on. We're gonna use it even more intensely in a moment. So you'll come up, pointed toe lunge, and then we've gotta come to standing. So if you're coming from pointed toe lunge, you lean forwards, you push into this right leg really strong, and then you pull the left knee into your chest, standing all the way up, okay? You could also, if you're not feeling the pointed toe lunge, or if that's not working, if the step forward is a lot for this leg, you could take high lunge. So tucking the back toes, high lunge. And then same thing, lean forwards. It's still a lot of work in the right leg. It's still a lot of work in this leg to lift. So those are your two options, pointed toe lunge or high lunge. You could also break it up into more manageable pieces. So you could lift, high lunge, step forwards, knee in. You could even break it down even further. We've done all this before, so you could repeat what we've done before. High lunge, hands down, step forwards. So that's what we'll do. We will eventually, I'll show you this first. So what we're working up to essentially is a handstand. I hope some of you remember this from a few weeks ago. So we're working up to a handstand, and the good thing is that you're in your own homes, you have tons of wall space. So if you feel like kicking up to a wall, you could most certainly do that. But we're working up to handstand. I don't necessarily expect anyone to actually do a handstand today. So I will show you what I do actually expect or hope that you might do. So we'll do the pointed lunge thing. We will wind up in a standing split. So hips not open, left toes are pointing straight down. So we're finding that L shape. And we're just experimenting with taking our hands on the floor and putting more weight into our hands. So you lean forwards, push into your hands, push your fingertips down, and just see how I'm lifting this right heel. So that's all it might be. Pushing into the floor, lifting the heel. Maybe you play with getting a little bit of a lift. So that's literally all it might be. And I want you to think about, so we were doing the rounding. It's that same action. You see how I'm pushing and I'm rounding my spine? That's the same thing that you do here as you push. And you're keeping the L shape with the legs because you want this right thigh to kind of suck into the belly because it'll remind you to keep the low back long as opposed to the banana back. So lots of stuff. Let's actually do it. Come to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up and back. Come forwards, one-legged plank. Switch left toes down, right knee in. Switch again, left knee in. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Mountain climbers, why the hell not? Step the left foot, or right foot forward, sorry, right foot forward. Grab your blocks. Tiny bit of cardio. Left knee is lifted, so one more wrist stretch for you. This time, you'll flip your palms face up, fingertips to the back of the room. Palms face up, fingertips to the back of the room. Try not to let the elbows bend, try to keep the arms straight. Take an inhale, and exhale, lengthen the right leg, shift back. Really nice wrist stretch. 2 more times, inhale, and exhale. 1 more inhale, and send it back. Then back into the right knee, set the blocks aside. So here's where we decide, as you set the left foot down, are you going to untuck the toes and do the pointed toe lunge, or are you going to tuck the left toes and come into a high lunge? Make your choice. Interlace the fingers, push the hands out, forwards and up, either high lunge or pointed toe. Press the palms up, really long in the side body, start to lean forwards, push into this right leg, stand up. Oh, left knee into your chest, stand all the way up. Did we all make it? Some of us did. Left knee in, take an inhale, kick the left leg forwards, exhale, airplane pose. Sweep the hands back. Let's turn it into warrior 3, so send both arms forwards. Big stretch, inhale. Exhale, standing split, fold over the right leg. Just pause here for a moment, let your head hang. Lift the right hip up towards the ceiling as you lower the left hip down, so keeping the hips even. And here's where we think about practicing maybe a little bit of time on the hands. So you could certainly move to a wall if you'd rather kick up to a wall. Otherwise, just step your right foot back a few inches and then take your hands flat on the floor, shoulders width. As you lean forwards, push into your hands, push into your fingertips. Think of scooping the belly in and lifting the right heel. Just playing with what it would feel like to put more weight in your hands. Really pushing into the floor, keeping the arms straight. And then maybe you start to pick up the right toes, do a couple little hops, and you can use this left leg as a little bit of leverage. So you push the left leg up and get a little bit of air. Eventually we'll find our way into a forward fold top of the mat. Just shake out the legs. So as we're playing with these handstand hops, it's less about the legs just flinging up over your head. I really want you to do it slow and steady and using all the strength of your body. As we fling, it just means our legs are floppy, and that doesn't really do a whole lot to give us the strength to actually come in handstand. Lift halfway, flat back, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. If you want a crow pose along the way, crow is really great handstand prep. So you might practice crow pose. We'll meet back in downward dog. All right, second side, last side. Right leg lifts. Shift forwards, one-legged plank. Take a breath in, breath out. We switch, left knee, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Footsteps forwards. Grab your blocks. And then the same wrist stretch. So palms up towards the ceiling, fingertips back. Try to keep your arms straight. Take an inhale, look forwards, lower the hips. Exhale, shift the hips back. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Bend the left knee. And lengthen. Bend the left knee, set the blocks aside, tap the right knee down, decide what you're gonna do. Is it going to be pointed toe lunge or is it going to be high lunge? For high lunge, tuck your toes. For pointed toe, untuck the toes. Clasp the hands, push out, forwards and up. Lifting the right knee, really strong in the right leg and really, really strong in the left leg. Reach with the hands, press up, and then start to lean forwards. Push into the left leg, pull the right knee up and into your chest. Take your time. And then you kick the right leg forwards, release the hands, sending the right leg straight back, airplane. Push the palms back. We turn it into warrior 3, so both hands go forwards. Think of keeping the sides of the waist long. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forwards over the left leg. Let your head bow. And just pause here before we do anything else. Lift the left hip up towards the ceiling and lower the right hip a little. And then hop the left foot back just a few inches. And then place your hands on the floor. So my hands are about 6 inches or so ahead of my feet. And then you lean into the hands, push the hands into the mat, and just start lifting the left heel and feel what it would be like to put more weight in your hands. Maybe you use the right leg as leverage, push the right leg up towards the ceiling, and take a couple hops. Thinking of scooping the belly up and in. Again, not flinging the legs, but keeping that L shape, catching some air, eventually a forward fold, top of the mat. Let's find the interlace with the hands, and then place it behind your head, right above the neck. Bend your knees, soften the knees. Just let your elbows fall to the floor. Just stretching the back of the head, the back of the neck. And release your hands. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, you'll find your way to down dog. There might be a crow pose. You are super warmed up for it if you want crow. So you'll find your way to a seat. So you might hop forwards to a seat or just tap your knees down. And then you'll come right onto your back. And actually, on your way to your back, you'll grab one of your blocks or stack of whatever you have, or a pillow. You could also use a soft pillow. We're setting up a supported bridge. So it'll be pretty much the opposite of what we've been doing all class. Plant your feet on the floor, lifting your hips up. You'll set the block, lowest height, maybe the medium height, under your sacrum, so the very base of your spine. So we'll support the hips, support the low back, and we'll get some gentle opening in the front body now. We've done a lot of folding forwards, a lot of rounding forwards, and we want to even that out. So you could keep your feet planted, or if you are craving a little bit more, you might straighten the legs forwards. Bringing your heels down. Maybe playing with the height of the block as well. And we'll just spend a few moments here in this supported back bend, starting to restore. You might close your eyes. If you really like where you are in this supported back bend, you could stay here. If you'd like to take a few more active back bends, we'll do 3 together, bridge and wheel, and just keeping in mind that we have done a lot on the wrists already. So either staying here in your supported bridge or bringing your feet to the floor, lifting your hips up and setting the block aside. And then we'll set a bridge pose, so make sure your heels are close enough that you can touch them. Toes pointing straight forwards, and then press into your feet, lift your hips up. It might feel good to roll your shoulders underneath you a little bit more and then interlace your hands, getting a little bit more of a lift in the chest. And think about lengthening the tailbone towards the front of the room. So it's less about lifting the hips as high as they can go, and it's more about reaching the knees forwards and pushing the chest backwards. So length instead of lift. One more inhale where you are. And exhale, lower your hips down towards the floor. Heel toe your feet to the edges of the mat and let your knees knock in. We'll set up back bend number 2, so reset your feet, lifting your hips up for a bridge pose. Again, maybe interlacing your fingers, or if your wrists feel okay, turning it into a wheel, so hands on either side of your ears, elbows hug in just like chaturanga, and then you press into your hands to straighten your arms. Try to relax your head. That's the same thing in wheel pose. Instead of lifting your hips up really high, you're thinking of reaching the knees forwards and reaching the chest backwards. And one more big inhale. And exhale, chin to your chest. Come back onto your back. This time, take the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide. We'll take one more back bend, so either this last final back bend, or you're still in your supported bridge, or maybe you come out of the supported bridge and do one active back bend, up to you. You can take this one on your own, so bridge pose, wheel pose, maybe some other back bend if there's something else that's really calling to you now, like camel or bow, excuse me. to your top of your head first. That way you don't have to go up all the way. Yeah. Whenever you find your way out, you will either take the feet wide, knees knock in, or feet together, knees open, whichever one felt best on your body. And then hug both knees in, rocking a little side to side. And plant your left foot on the floor. We'll take figure 4. Right ankle crosses over the left thigh. Find that flexed foot and the right foot, point the right toe straight up. You keep the left foot on the floor, or you lift it up, interlacing your hands behind the left thigh. Bringing the shape closer, keeping the right toes pointing up, and thinking about moving the right knee closer to the front of the mat. And then keeping a hold of this shape, let it fall to the left. So you'll plant your right foot on the floor, and the left knee will come down. You might grab a hold of your right ankle with your left hand, and the right arm can open wide. And come back to the center, unwind the legs, and we'll switch sides, left ankle over right thigh. And same thing, you can keep the right foot planted, or you might bring the shape closer to you. Flexing the left toes up, moving the left knee away from you. Hugging in with the right leg. And keeping the shape, let it fall off to the right. Just step your left foot on the floor. Take your right hand, hold on to that left ankle, and let the left arm open. And come back to center, unwind the legs. Just sway the knees side to side a few times. And we'll take one more reclined twist. So hug the knees in and let both knees fall to the left. Let the right arm open. If there is a twist variation that you prefer, instead of legs together, you can take something else. And come back in and we'll just let them fall to the opposite side. So resetting the hips. Both knees fall to the right, left arm opens. And come back to center. And I'll give you one last pose, or two options for one last pose. So either Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open wide, either unsupported or you grab blocks for the knees. Or for just a little bit more action, you could take Happy Baby, reaching inside the knees, wrapping the hands over the feet, grabbing the outside edges of the feet and bending the knees. You could even do this on one side and then the other. Could straighten the legs. Up to you. We've got a few breaths here. If there's anything else that you feel like you might want or need in this moment, you can take it now. And then whenever you feel ready, feel like you've had enough, you'll straighten your legs forwards. And if you're listening to my playlist, just move it to the last song, so it should be the next song. It's our Shavasana song. And you might grab a towel or a blanket or a shirt or something and place it over your eyes to block out the light. And turning your palms face up. Just letting your body get heavy. Just doing a quick body scan. Notice if there are any final areas of tension that you're still holding on to here. And give those places permission to soften. Give them permission to let go. Take one big deep breath all the way in through the nose. And nice big exhale. Shavasana. Begin to bring some movement back into your body. Starting to come back to life. And without opening your eyes, noticing the world around you, the temperature of the air on your skin, the feeling of your mat beneath your hands, your feet. Whatever it is that you hear, maybe the chirping of the birds outside, letting you know that spring is here, time is moving ahead, life continues. Eventually you'll slide your feet to the floor and hug your knees in. Reach your right arm over your ear, let it fall to the floor behind you. And then let your knees fall to the right. You can use your arm as a pillow. Just curling up on your right side, pausing there for a moment. And eventually, gently pressing your way up to a seat, either keeping your eyes closed or just a soft gaze down towards the floor. Just hold on to this moment, just one brief moment more. Lifting your hands together up to the center of your heart. Just noticing what has shifted in the past hour or so of your practice. What may feel different physically or mentally, emotionally, if anything. Maybe there is an added sense of peace in the body and the mind. An added sense of presence, of awareness of where you are in this moment. Gratitude for where you are in this moment. And lift your thumbs up to the center of your forehead. And we'll send gratitude, we'll send compassion, warmth, and love to each other as we bow and say namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me this morning. So great to see your faces. I'm gonna get closer so I can see you. I hope you guys are hanging in there okay. If you want to chat, please reach out.
Thank you.
Sorry, friends.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you. There you all are. So great to see all of you. Have a really wonderful rest of your day. Again, reach out if you have questions, want to chat, want to say hello. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Patricia, thank you.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you.
Thank you.